Hello everyone, this is Professor C.A. Sandeep Neve, and today we are going to discuss about one important subject in your CSEET preparations, and that is current affairs. Right friends? Now, what exactly we mean by current affairs? Current affairs means the latest events that have happened in the near past. To know the current events, see, we have to be dynamic. We have to collect all latest data. We have to remain updated with the events happening around us. Now, when we talk about the current affairs, ICSI syllabus, the whole of the current affairs topic is divided into 4 parts, like national and international affairs, financial affairs, political affairs, and legal and other affairs. So today we are going to talk about one of the very important part out of this, and that is the political affairs. Are you ready guys? So let's discuss about political affairs. Yes students, so today we aim to discuss the political affairs. Now before we start talking about political affairs, but naturally when it comes to politics, when it comes to Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, Vidhan Sabha, right, that is the state assembly, we have to understand few basic things. We are a democracy, so we have a system of elections. These elections are conducted, I'm talking about Lok Sabha, these elections are conducted once in every 5 years. People like you and me who are above the age of 18 years do cast their votes, and on the basis of majority, government is formed. Correct? So, we are going to discuss about all those things. So, today, first, the important part in this topic, you open the module and you come to know something like Union Council of Ministers. Yes, we are going to talk about the Council of Ministers. Before that, let us talk about who are our president, vice president and prime minister. You're going to tell me, sir, we know this. Very simple. Yes students, very simple but very important as well. So who is our president? Our president is Shri Ramnath Kovind, right? Okay. Who happens to be the vice president? Shri M. Venkaiah Naidu. And who is our honorable prime minister? Shri Narendra Modi, right? So these are the 3 important updates, and yes, obviously the names come under a lot of time for discussion, so we know these names very well. So now it's a time to talk about the Union Council of Ministers, right friends? As per the advice of President and under consultation with the Prime Minister, the Union Council of Ministers are appointed. What do? They are given charge of a specific ministry, right? So let's first discuss about that. So here we go. Political affairs, Union Council of Ministers, and the very first name that you see is Shri Narendra Modi. He is the Prime Minister, right? Also, he heads Ministry of Personnel, Public Grievances, Pension, Department of Atomic Energy, as well as Department of Space. All important portfolios, man, all important portfolios. Also, all important policy issues and all other portfolio which are not specifically allocated to any minister are also handled by whom? They are handled by Shri Narendra Modi ji. So even this itself becomes one of your MCQs. See friends, I am very much sure everyone would be knowing obviously that Shri Narendra Modi is our Prime Minister, but also from the MCQ point of view, we need to know this. See, what question can be formed? Narendra Modi is in charge of, and then you will have all these options: Ministry of Personnel, Public Grievances, Pensions, the A, then option B, Department of Atomic Energy, option C, Department of Space, and then obviously what has to be option D, all of the above, and then we all know that we have to select that all of the above option, right friends? Okay. Other than this, see, there are a number of cabinet ministers, right? They are also equally important. Rajnath Singh ji, he happens to be our Minister of Defense, Defense Minister, right? Amit Shah, Ministry of Home Affairs, that means Home Minister. Even Nitin Gadkari, this name is very popular. He happens to be our Minister of Road Transport and Highways. He's very dynamic and is always focused on constructing the highways at a good pace with a good quality. So these are few names. Now friends, from our exam point of view, if we talk about these cabinet ministers, there are few changes, there are few updates that have happened in the nearer past, in the recent past, and we should be updated about it, right friends? So what are those updates? Worry not, we at JKSC, we are bringing these updates for you, don't worry. So let's talk about those updates. See, one important update that I'm going to share with you right now is about Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution. Okay, now who is the in charge of this? The in charge of this is, as you can see on the screen, Shri Piyush Goyal ji. Now, if you have seen the past videos, if you have seen some data earlier to this, you might have seen the name of Shri Ramvilas Paswan. But you need to know, students, Shri Ramvilas Paswan died in the last year, in the year 2020, and then this charge was handed over to whom? This charge was handed over to Shri Piyush Goyal ji. Okay friends, now you want to tell me, sir, but we have heard the name of Piyush Goyal ji in some different context. Sir, Ministry of Railways? Yes, definitely. That means even Mr. Piyush Goyal holds more than one department. So let's see the departments Shri Piyush Goyal ji is in charge of. Look over here. Mr. Piyush Goyal, Minister of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution. That's what the first thing that you see. Other than that, you can also see over here, Shri Piyush Goyal ji is in charge of Ministry of Railways and what? Ministry of Commerce and Industry. So again friends, the same pattern, you can have an MCQ based on this. Shri Piyush Goyal ji is in charge of A, the first option that we have seen over here, Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution. Option B, what is that? Ministry of Railways. Option C, what is that? Ministry of Commerce and Industry. And then obviously what has to be option D? It has to be all of the above, and we will select that. Understood friends, right? Let's go through few more important changes that have happened in the cabinet ministry. Let's come to the next update, and the next update is about Ministry of Food Processing. Who happens to be the in charge of this? Shri Narendra Singh Tomar. Okay, fine. Again, this is a change which has happened recently. Earlier, it was held by whom? It was held by Srimati Harsimrat Kaur Badal. But she offered her resignation, which was accepted by the Honorable President of India. And then this ministry was handed over to, as you can see, Narendra Singh Tomar. Is he the only minister for this? No. Along with that, he is also Minister of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, Minister of Rural Development, and Minister of what? Panchayati Raj. Right friends? So you have to remember these updates, correct? So the latest Ministry of Food Processing in charge is who? It is Shri Narendra Singh Tomar. Okay, fine. Let's go ahead. One more such update. It is about Ministry of Heavy Industries and Public Enterprises. So right now, who heads this department? That is Shri Prakash Zavadekar. Earlier, this ministry was held by whom? It was held by Shri Arvind Ganpat Sawant, who offered his resignation, and then that department was handed over to Shri Prakash Javadekar. Friends, remember these are the latest updates, and that's why they are important from the viewpoint of your exam, right? So let's take a quick look. Three important changes we have seen, right? Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution. Now Piyush Goyalji is in charge. Then Ministry of Food Processing, who's in charge? As you can see, Shri Narendra Singh Tomar. And Ministry of Heavy Industries and Public Enterprises, who is in charge? It is Shri Prakash Zavadekar, right? So these are the important changes in the cabinet ministry. Along with that, you see a lot of names under this ministry, right? Sir, how we are going to remember so many names? Don't worry, friends. As we proceed further, you know what we plan to do? We will gradually discuss all the important announcements or the important schemes introduced or the important works done by these ministers under their ministry. So automatically, when we discuss the relevant news article, the names are discussed. So don't worry. Let us now come to few more updates from this topic. Yes, as you can see on your screen, Mr. Harish Salve, he's appointed as what? Queen's Counsel. Okay, what precisely is this Queen's Counsel? Guys, it's a title. It's a recognition of the work. Those people who demonstrate particular skills and expertise in the legal field, these people are awarded this title, which is called as Queen's Counsel. Talking a little more about Mr. Harish Salve, barrister with Blackstone Chamber. Also, he happened to be our Solicitor General of India from November 99 till November 2002, and he has also represented the case of Shri Kulbhushan Jadhav. You must have heard this in news. Kulbhushan Jadhav is under the custody of Pakistan government under the charges of spying, and his case is looked after by Shri Harish Salve. Just briefing you more about this Queen's Counsel, sir. What exactly happens in Queen's Counsel? Okay, see, when in university you get graduated, you complete your graduation, there is something called as a convocation certificate. So it's like a ceremony. Something same happens when you are awarded a Queen's Counsel title. Just for the sake of illustration, see friends, this is how they clad themselves. Right? This also is known as ceremony of silks, right? They present themselves like this and they are given this prestigious title known as what? Queen's Counsel. Okay, fine. Let's come to the next important update. Appointment of Mr. Rajiv Gauba as what? Cabinet Secretary. Now, what precisely is this Cabinet Secretary? Let's first throw some more light on this appointment of Mr. Rajiv Gauba, and then we will move forward. So, who is Rajiv Gauba? He's a 1982 batch IAS officer. He happens to be the 32nd Cabinet Secretary. So, tell us more about what is this Cabinet Secretary. Guys, see, you can see on the screen, Cabinet Secretary is the top most executive of the government of India, and he's under direct charge of whom? He's under a direct charge of Prime Minister. A very important position, just for your information, so that you can remember well. See, he is Mr. Rajiv Gauba. Okay, so he happens to be our 32nd Cabinet Minister. Right, friends? I hope you have understood this. Let's go to the next update. It is about a scheme which is known as Nirvik. Okay, where from this word Nirvik has come? So it's an abbreviation of Niryat Rin Vikas Yojana. Let me elaborate. Niryat. Simple words. This is nothing but what, friends? Export. Okay. Now this word rin is basically loan. So it's all about loan to be given to the correct exporters, and that's why it comes under Export Credit Guarantee Corporation, ECGC. The name is Export Credit Insurance Scheme, also known as NIRVIC. So Export Credit Insurance Scheme, also known as what? NIRVIC. What it will do? As simple as that, it will enhance the loan availability and ease of lending process. See, friends, small exporters are in need of funds, are in need of finance, and then the Export Credit Guarantee Corporations comes to the help. It has launched this scheme, Export Credit Insurance Scheme, also known as what? NIRVIC. So let's take few more updates about it. NIRVIC. Okay. So what is the aim? The aim is to achieve higher export credit disbursement. Okay. Even this loan would be insured, and what will be done? See, you will be given a higher insurance coverage. At the same time, see, any person knows that I go for a higher insurance coverage, I end up paying higher insurance premium. But under the scheme of NIRVIC, you know what is going to happen? For the exporter, small exporter, the insurance coverage would be higher, but because of the assistance of government, the premium would be on a lower side. Reduction in premium. That's so important. A big assistance to the small exporters. Okay. And even the procedure for settlement of claims would be simplified, as you can see over here. Simplified procedure for settlement of claims. How much is the outlay? Let me show you that. The expected outlay, the expected support would be around how much? See, friends, the amount 30 lakh crores in the upcoming 5 years. That's a huge amount, right? And that's why the scheme becomes very important. We need to know this basic updates, including even the amount, right, friends? Okay, like that, one more scheme introduced by the government, right? So because we are talking about political affairs, the government introduces a lot of schemes, and we need to know them as a part of what? Current affairs. Let's come to it. As you can see on your screen, the name is National Textile Mission, but one word added in between, and what is that? That is technical. So the name is National Technical Textile Mission. Oh sir, what is this? We all know textile, sir, but what precisely is technical textile? Guys, the clothes that we wear. Textile? But sir, yes sir, then what is technical textile? Let's understand, guys. See, clothes are not only used for the purpose of wearing, it is in many other places cloth is used. That becomes technical textile. So in one word, what we can say? It is that textile which is used for what? Non-aesthetic purposes. Further explain? Yep. That textile which you don't wear on what? Regular basis. Okay, so give us some examples. Definitely, friends, that makes it more easy and interesting. So the textiles which are used in automotive. So automotive also textiles are used. Yes, friends, I'm going to come to it. Textile for crop protection. Protective clothing. See, it includes heat, radiation, firefighting, bulletproof jackets, and the latest example can be PPE kits. During pandemic times, this word has become known to everyone. PPE kits, personal protection equipment kits. You must have seen doctors, nurses, medical staff, even the people who drive ambulance. You must have seen them wearing this PPE kit. What for? To protect themselves from the infections. So these are the clothes which we don't wear on regular basis, guys. So for that we have a National Technical Textile Mission. But sir, why we need a mission for that? Why we need a separate technical textile mission for that? And the answer is here. See, the global growth rate, if you see, normal home apparel textiles, is the global growth rate is only how much? 1%. But when it comes to technical textile, see the growth rate as compared to that is how much? 4%, 4 times more. So where you see an opportunity to make a business, to earn more money for your country. And that's why we have a national technical textile mission. Implementation period is 4 years, and the expected outlay, I hope you understand the word outlay. Outlay means what? Expenditure. Yes, the expected expenditure on this mission would be 1480 crores. Right, friends? So it's a huge things which come under technical textile, which we need to know. Let's have few examples. Yes, we have already marked few examples over here, but then there is a long list of examples. Let me show few examples to you people. Okay, there we go. Automotive, so seat belts, correct friends, airbags, seat covers, car body covers, automobile interior carpets, for that matter even helmets. Inside the helmet, no, there is a cloth, no guys, right? So all these come under what? These all come under examples of what? Technical textile. And you have a huge list of examples over there, right friends? So that's why this national technical textile mission is absolutely important. Okay, I hope you have understood the meaning of the word technical textile. Fine, let's come to next update. And the next update is about village storage scheme. So we are talking about some storage scheme at the village level. Why we need a storage scheme, sir, at a village level? And we all know that though the level of urbanization is increasing, still it is said that India is still a rural economy. And when we talk about a rural economy, obviously the backbone is what? Agriculture. So guys, whatever farm produce comes, no, that needs to be stored properly. So we are talking nothing but about what? Warehousing. Now at this juncture, let's understand guys, I'm very much sure you must have heard this. Warehousing creates dash utility, and I can almost feel it that everybody is answering yes sir. Warehousing creates which utility? Time utility, right? So what farmers can do, if at the village level, if the storage facilities are maintained at good level, a qualitative storage which protects the crops from sun, from water, from pest and rodents, what can happen? They can store their produce till the time demand comes, and then they can get a good rate for it. And also it cuts down on what? It cuts down on their logistic cost. In simple word, let me say transport cost. Okay, so what exactly happens? See guys, suppose we are farming at the rural area, so and we have a good storage facility. What we can do? We can store our products, we can collect enough quantity, then we can load it in trucks and send it to the market, right friends? So if we can load the whole of the truck with the same charges, definitely what will happen? Our logistics cost, our transportation cost will come down, right? Let's take some more updates about this village storage scheme. See here, as you can see, it was declared in the Union Budget 2021, right? As a backward linkage, a village storage scheme is proposed. Okay, it will be run by whom? As we had discussed earlier, by self-help groups. What will happen because of that? Farmers will get what? A good holding capacity, and what will happen? It will reduce their logistic cost. That is the most important part, guys. And a further update, see, who will be given the support? It will be women SHGs, that is women self-help groups, right? So guys, in the process of giving the support for warehousing, we are also focusing on what? Upliftment of the financial status of women in the rural area. What they can avail? They can avail mudra. Now I will give you one simple word. Mudra is nothing but what, friends? Loan. Monetary loan would be given, right? And even a NABARD assistance, I hope and I'm sure you would be knowing what is NABARD. NABARD is National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development, correct? So this will help for the upliftment of the financial status of the women. So both purpose served. Government will provide help for storaging, and at the same time through this women's self-help groups, what will happen? The women's financial status can be uplifted, right friends? I hope you have understood this. Okay, now let's come to one more such important announcement from the government, and the name is Umeed. In simple word, Umeed means what? Hope. Okay, what exactly this Umeed? Umeed is an abbreviation of what? See, unique method of management of inherited diseases. That's how it has been abbreviated. Okay, fine. Treatment is kept aside just to have a good name. Umeed, right? Okay. So what it aims at? Umeed aims to tackle inherited genetic disorders or genetic diseases of newborn babies. Yes, that's a very important issue, right? Kids suffering from some genetic disorders, those disorders that happen or those diseases because of mutation of genes, right? The treatment is very costly, friends. So first of all these kids should get the treatment. See, from country's point of view, the newborn kids are what? They are simply human resources. So as a country, we always want our human resources to be healthy and without having any diseases. Okay, who launched this scheme? It is launched by Dr. Harshvardhan. This name is there in the cabinet minister, friends, right? So as we discussed, we will keep on discussing the schemes declared by particular ministers, and it will help us to remember the names with the help of example. Union Minister of Science and Technology, Earth Sciences, Health and Family Welfare. Okay, that's very clear. Okay, fine. So along with that, he has also inaugurated, as you can see, National Inherited Disease Administration Kendras. Now you are going to ask me, sir, how this is Nidan? There should be K. No, see now, for having a good name to the scheme, no, the N over here is to be taken into account. So that's how it becomes Nidan. Got it? Okay, so let's see the news article related to this. As you can see on your screen, you must be seeing that inauguration function. See, Dr. Harshvardhan, right? The name of the minister, right? So he has inaugurated this scheme. He has inaugurated this Umeed, also has inaugurated this Nidan Kendras, right? And see the most important part. See here, people who cannot afford expensive care of genetic disorders will be benefited. So the idea is again the same thing, guys, to make the treatment of genetic disorders available to the poorer sections of the society or the financially weaker sections of the society. So it is for the social safety and security purpose, right friends? So I hope you have understood this scheme. Umeed, what is that? Let's repeat. Umeed is nothing but a unique method of management and treatment of what? Inherited disorders. Understood, friends? Interesting, right? Let's go ahead. Now we are going to talk about one more scheme introduced by government, and the scheme's name is Kisan Man Dhan Yojana. Okay, let's get it. I am very much sure you must be aware. What is Kisan? Kisan means farmers. Perfect, right? And Man Dhan, what is Man Dhan? What, that is nothing but pension. Okay, so the pension is given to whom? Obviously to the people above 60 years of age or people who retire from their profession, and that is the whole idea about, right? Let's see. It's all given point wise for you people. Inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. When? On 12th September. Where? Ranchi, Jharkhand. What is the aim? See guys, a minimum pension of 3,000 per month to 5 crore small and marginal farmers after attaining the age of how many years? 60 years. right? So basically it is for the benefit of all small and marginal farmers. Expected outlay is 10,774 crores. And who can apply? Obviously, when the scheme is for small and marginal farmers, they will apply in the age group of what? 18 to 40. So it's an important scheme which can give some financial assistance to farmers post the age of 60. Okay, so let's see the announcement which has come from the government. See, PM Kisan Mandhan Yojana. All the points will be available over here. Same points you can see. Monthly pension of 3,000 rupees, right? Voluntary contribution. Central government to share 50% of the premium amount. Yes, that's very important. So guys, for whatever is the amount of the premium for the scheme, no, half would be paid by the farmer and half would be paid by whom? Government. So it's a big benefit to small and marginal farmers. But then, sir, where they should go? They should go to common service centers, right? This are started by Government of India, where you can approach and apply for the scheme if you happen to be a small and marginal farmer and in the age group of 18 to 40. Perfect. Okay, fine. Let's come to next update. Now you're going to ask me, sir, for Kisan, for farmers, there is a pension scheme. So what if we are not a Kisan? What if we are not a farmer? What if we are doing our own business? Definitely, there is a scheme for these people also. Let's see. So Pradhan Mantri, that is Prime Minister, Laghu Vyapari Mandhan scheme. So let's understand the words one by one, friends. Pradhan Mantri, Prime Minister. Laghu Vyapari. Can I say this is nothing but small traders? And then Mandhan we just now saw. That is what? Pension. Oh, so that means there is a pension scheme even for small traders. As we had seen earlier that there is a pension scheme for farmers, there is also a pension scheme for small traders. Okay, the date of implementation is given. Obviously now this is for small traders. So all those people who are small traders, self-employed, everybody can apply for the scheme. But then obviously there will be some conditions. One of them is GST turnover below 1.5 crore. But obviously friends, anything above that, obviously they will be not counted as what? Small traders. So the limit is specified. Age limit 18 to 40. Government has allocated 750 crores in the budget of 2019-20. Again, the same thing, where you can apply at the common service centers. And the special point, as I told earlier, for farmers, the same point comes over here. Government will make matching contributions. So whatever is the premium of the scheme, 50% you have to put from your pocket, balance 50% will be put by whom? Contributed by whom? Government. Right, friends? I hope you have understood this. Very easy. Okay, so let's come to the declaration from the government. Same points you can see over here. It covers shopkeepers, retail traders, self-employed people, minimum pension, so and so. What you need to have Aadhaar card and bank account. That's it, right? Let's come to the next update. One more update, one more scheme, one more announcement made by Government of India. What is that? A library. Wow, but how is the form of the library? The form of the library is digital, guys. You don't have to go anywhere physically, personally. It's a digital library done by Government of India. So tapping upon the information technology and internet, right? So who launched? Obviously, library is for the benefit of humans. We can call them human resources. So it is launched by Human Resource Development Ministry. There is some agency to perform it. Who's that? National Mission on Education through Information and what? Communication Technology. Obviously, the aim is what? To create a source of learning, so wherein you can log in and obtain a lot of data. Right, friends? So where we should log in? Yes, the details are given over here, friends. You can see this. Either you can use through Umang app, right? Or you can log in on www.ndl, National Digital Library. I repeat, www.ndl.gov.in, right? Let's have a look at what precisely this National Digital Library contains. Okay, see, The National Digital Library, oh wow, huge access, books, articles, theses, manuscripts, audio lectures, and even for that matter, what? Video lectures. Lot of resources. You know how many resources are there? There are more than 3 crore resources. Look over here. More than 3 crore digital resources. Oh, how many people have registered till now? 50 lakh. I want you guys to register for this. Make use of this ocean of knowledge, and more than 20 lakh active users, right? See, just have a look. Want to read more? Log in over here. You can read related to computer science, philosophy, psychology, religion, social science, technology, and lot many things, guys. Lot many things, right? A very important update and interesting one, right? I'm very sure that you all are going to log in over here and check it. Okay, so let's come to the next one. We have to take few more recent updates. Okay, so friends, till now we have discussed about cabinet ministers, various council of ministers, correct? Then we have discussed about various schemes launched by the government, right? And then you know what, that the topic is current affairs, so we have to talk about some latest happenings, maybe in the political field, maybe in the legal field, maybe in the business world, right? Or even for that matter cultural and social aspects also. So now I'm bringing for you few latest updates, few more latest updates. So what it would be? Now see, if you go through the political scenario, guys, it's a hot environment happening, and it's all about the elections. Where the elections are happening? They are happening in West Bengal and Assam, right? So we are going to talk a little about state elections in West Bengal and Assam. Let's take few updates. Sir, why we are going to study this? Guys, this is an ongoing thing which is currently happening. And so these are very important from our exam point of view, correct? So let's see. The first we will discuss is West Bengal Legislative Assembly General Elections for the year 2021. Okay, now lot of things you see on your screen. West Bengal is zoomed in, various assembly constituencies are shown. So you tell me, sir, if we buy at all this, we'll forget rest of the things. Worry not. You know, at least the basic information that in what dates the elections are happening, when the counting of votes will happen, and in how many phases. Now, what exactly is this phases? So as you can see in different colors on the screen, no, the whole of the West Bengal's constituencies are divided in parts. See guys, you know it better than me. When you go for exam, do you really think that all exams and all subjects in your school were conducted on one day? No. So a timetable was issued. So guys, this is nothing but a timetable of the elections. We call it phases. Okay, so I'll just zoom the relevant part. See, as you can see over here, right? So the first phase begins on what? 27th March. It goes on 27th March, 1st April, 6th April. I'm reading the date of poll, right? 10th April, 17th April, 22nd, 26th April, and the last one is on 29th April. See, guys, all those election dates are different. But if you see for all these 8 phases, counting of votes is on the same day, with a simple idea that result of one assembly constituency should not impact the voting decisions on the other assemblies. That 30 AC, what is that? Assembly constituencies, right? Each small region is called as what? Assembly constituency. So guys, remember, important, West Bengal elections are held in how many phases? 8 phases, different date of polls. It's okay if you don't remember all this date of poll, but remember the counting date, which is 2nd May. Okay, fine, understood. Fine, let's go ahead and let's talk about Assam Legislative Assembly elections 2021. Okay, now again you can see only 3 colors are there on the screen, right? A light pink one, then the yellow one, and then the blue one. That means the whole of the Assam Assembly is divided in how many parts? Is divided in 3 parts, 3 phases. Let's talk about it. See, as you can see, first phase, second phase, third phase. You see the dates: 27th March, date of poll, the second row, the date of poll, 27th March, 1st April and 6th April. But guys, see the date of counting of votes, same, 2nd May, 2nd May, 2nd May. It was even same for the West Bengal elections. That means all these voting will happen over the month, but elections result would come on the same date. With the same logic, that result of one place should not affect the voting at the other place, right friends? So we have taken a very recent update. You understand this? Both these updates are latest, you can say hot updates about the West Bengal elections and also about what? Assam elections. Okay. Now on the screen you see a brief profile of Justice N.V. Ramana. Okay. Sir, what is that significant that we are going through the profile of Justice N.V. Ramana? You know friends, we have a judiciary system, Supreme Court, High Court, subordinate courts, lot of appellate tribunals, we have heard of that, correct friends? So guys, we have a certain judiciary system and the system tells us that there will be one Chief Justice of India and below him there will be many other judges, correct? So what is the update about this? The update is that the current Chief Justice of India, Sharad Arvind Bobde, will be now replaced, and this Mr. Justice N.V. Ramana would be our new 48th Chief Justice of India. He is expected to take the charge on 24th April, right? So this is a very, very important position. There is a change happening and it's a very important current update. From your exam point of view, you can expect an MCQ on this, that who is going to be the 48th Chief Justice of India, and your answer would be Justice N.V. Ramana, right friends? I hope you have understood this. It is about the important event happening in society, in culture, and for that, you know, films are an inseparable part of our cultural or social backgrounds. So guys, I am going to talk about the next update, and that is International Film Festival of India, which was held in Goa in the month of January, right? So when was this held? It was held between 16th to 24th January. 51st International Film Festival of India. Why this is important? See, this is organized by government and people from various countries do participate in this, and we need to know few more details about it. The website is given. You can type this website, you can access this, and you would come to know the important awards, the Golden Peacock Award, the Silver Peacock Award. These are the few updates that you need to take, that you can obviously log in over here and you can remember the important parts out of it, that like the best film, the best director, the best support actor, etc. Okay. Now, sir, how this happened, sir? This is supposed to be a pandemic time. Absolutely, I know. So the film festival actually went in a much more hybrid manner. Like few films were actually screened and the others were done through virtual screening. And the country of focus section was on Bangladesh, because there 4 films were under this country of focus section. Okay, so remember this update as well, as you remember political things, something related to elections, a lot of government schemes. Along with that, even this also matters, friends. Okay, now we are going to talk about few celebration of days, commemoration, marking of few days, right? What exactly is that? Let's come to it. See, these are few important days in the month of March. As you can see, March 1, Zero Discrimination Day. March 3, World Wildlife Day. March 4, National Safety Day. March 8, International Women's Day, and so many, right? For that matter, there are many more. See, I'll take you to the next slide. These are some more important days in the month of March. So, are we supposed to remember this? See guys, now at one instance you may not, but if you take a daily reading of these days, it's very easy. It's very easy, right? So this is what you need to remember from your exam point of view. Okay friends, let's move to the next update. Yes friends, we are going to talk about one very recent happening, one very important update affecting politics, affecting trade, affecting economics, affecting inflation, so many aspects. By the time I'm talking about it, you must have read it's a news article's link, and you must have read the name. That is what Suez blockage ends. So it's all about the Suez Canal, and you must have seen a huge ship got blocked over there. Huge. What was the size? It was more than 400 meters in length and 59 meters wide. A huge one, like a moving town. It got blocked over there. You all know Suez Canal is located in which country? It's located in Egypt. Go to the Google map, find out Suez Canal, and just see it's a man-made canal. You know, if Suez Canal was not there, the ships had to take a big round from the Cape of Good Hope, increasing the kilometers, the miles to be covered, and thus increasing the cost of transportation like anything. The Suez Canal is a man-made thing. Thousands of ships pass through it over the year. Metric tons of cargo is transported. It saves time, it saves money. Right, friends? So what happened? The ship got blocked over there and it just paralyzed the whole traffic in the Suez Canal. Right? I'm very sure those who have not gone through this news, but at least there were some memes formed on that. Right? Various funny memes were formed on this, even a very serious situation. Right? So there we realized that trade through Suez Canal is very important. If anything happens in Suez Canal, the world trade gets affected. It's expected that because of the blockade in the Suez Canal for 6 long days, we are expecting some inflation also to happen, because the cost of transportation increased, some goods got damaged in the process. So it's very important, right? So you need to know this update. Please find some time. I'm very sure you must have read about it. Click this link, apply this link, and do study a little more about this. So friend, in today's lecture, I have told you about some important changes in the cabinet ministry. 3 changes I told you about, right? We discussed about what is this Union Council of Ministers, who happens to be our president, vice president, prime minister, few cabinet ministers we discussed about, right? Then we talked about few important schemes announced by government. We talked about Mr. Harish Salve also, right? We took some extra updates also over and above our book, some exactly recent happenings. We talked about the state elections. We talked about the appointment of Shri Justice Ramana as the Chief Justice of India. We talked about few important dates in the month of March, and then this what you see on the screen. So I'm very sure you must have enjoyed all these current affairs updates, right? Thank you, friends. Thank you so much.